Oh, for 17, I'm going to start off with a little bit of review. And the review is going to be this over here. If I have y equals the arctangent of x, I want to find out what dy dx is. Now, if you can remember it, it's pretty simple. It's 1 over 1 plus x squared, all right? Well, let's say you can't remember it. I would take this and rewrite it as the tangent of y is equal to x, and then you take the derivative of both sides, you get secant squared y dy dx equals, well, the derivative of x is just 1, so dy dx would equal the cosine squared of y. I kind of remind you about this over here, that the y for the tangent, the arctangent of x, so the y would have to be between minus pi over 2 and pi over 2. And what's nice about the cosine between that, it's positive. So not really worried too much about this. Anyway, let's write our little triangle down. And that's going to be y over here. The ratio would be x over 1. And what goes on the hypotenuse? Well, Pythagorean theorem, x squared plus 1. So what do you go there? 1 over the square of that cosine, which would be 1 over the root of x squared plus 1, so x squared plus 1. Well, as we said, we got this thing fact over here, all right? So what I want to do is go with the problem. Now what's the problem going to be? The derivative with respect to x of the arctangent of, let's see, whoops, sorry about that, it's not a fraction, of a root. What do you do there? Well, it's going to be, let's write this down. It's going to be 1 over 1 plus its argument squared. Well, its argument squared is going to be x squared minus 1 times the derivative of the inside. And what's that going to be? Well, let's be real careful writing this down. Let's say 1, and it's going to be over 2. I'm using the chain rule, x squared minus 1, and then 2x here. All right? Well, let's simplify this. What do you get? You get 1 over x squared. That's from here, by the way. And this simplifies to simply just x over the square root of x squared minus 1. I can further simplify that as to x root x squared minus 1 over 1. I would certainly look at the answer key now, and I hope to see this answer in the answer key, and I do. And what choice is that? That is choice B. Thank you.